Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the Millstone, and whom I learned this truth from. And shalom to your brothers that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, and patiently waiting for our Lord and Savior, Yahushua, who is to come. This is Psalms. It's a lucky for I have a stuffy nose right now, so this is Psalms 78, verse 41. It says, "Yeah, they turned back," talking about Israel, turned back and tempted the Most High and limited the Holy One of Israel. Right, man? They limited the Most High, man, making it seem like if the Most High has a certain amount of power, and at a certain point it just stops, or something that he cannot do. There's nothing that the Most High can't do. All right, and we're now in these times, in a sense, getting accustomed to that, man. It says Luke 1:37, "For with the Most High nothing shall be impossible," right? You see? And like I was saying, now we're getting accustomed to it because we're taking part of that, within the names, having those names, Yahweh and his son Yahushua. Now we could truly see the extent of this power. And we see, through what's taking place, especially through prophecy, that what he has said is going to come to pass, man. Let me see. I'm going to put... Okay. You Israelites put the Most High in a box, and you can't see these prophecies because of that. You can't see that all that is written in the scriptures is taking place, man, even when it's being told to you. All right. It says, just showing you that you Israelites have not changed. They remember not his hand, talking about the power, the destructive way, and how the Most High delivered Israel out of the hands of Egypt, man. Because that's what this is going into. Nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy, talking about ancient Egypt, how he had wrought his signs in Egypt and his wonders in the field of Zoan, Salakia, right? All those plagues, all right? And he did all these things for Israel, all right? So that they fear him, all right? Fear their power, Yahweh, and have belief. It was all to show Israel it was I guess you could say, a demonstration of the Most High. All right, because these Israelites were crying out to the Most High. All right, to get delivered. So when he did deliver them, it was a powerful deliverance, to the point that all nations, grew fear within what took place in ancient Egypt, man. And the name of the Most High was proclaimed throughout the land, man. So it was an incredible thing that took place during this time. And it was for that reason, so they will never forget. But knowing Israel, they did. You see? It says, verse 44, it says, "And had turned their rivers into blood." And now this is going into all the plagues that the Most High brought upon ancient Egypt. All right, it started with that blood, rivers into blood, and their floods that they could not drink. He sent diverse sorts of fleas among them, which devoured them, and frogs which destroyed them. Right, you see, so they were getting sick, they were getting attacked. They're constantly being, in fear of their life. And this is the God of the Bible that did these things. Okay? He gave also their increase unto the caterpillars, and their labor unto the locusts. He destroyed. So he was starving them and starving them to death, and having them be hungry. All right? Starving them to death. There it is, Salakia. starving them to death. He destroyed their vines with hail and their sycamore trees with frost. He gave up their cattle also to the hail and their flocks to hot thunderbolts. All right, so it was just a constant getting fucked by the Most High to the point that you can't, come back from this. All right, it was devastation that was taking place, man. All right. And you best believe these people knew who it was that was doing this. And great fear was, running through the faces of these people while all these things were taking place. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, it says, and indignation and trouble by sending his holy anger, all right, by sending evil angels among them, right? You see, and that's what the scriptures say. Where is it at? Because a lot of you people, don't understand the scriptures. But when it comes to the angels, you assume that they're just doing their own thing. Especially with how it said evil angels. You would think that these are angels that are just, doing whatever they want, not knowing that they're being, commanded to do these things. It says, Ecclesiasticus 39, verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force, right? But you see, right in the beginning, there be spirits that are created, you see? So who created these spirits? Well, we know it's the Father of spirits, talking about the Most High. So these spirits that are, doing these things, and in ancient Egypt, and even in these times, and it's gonna be much more. It's gonna increase, just like in ancient Egypt, it increased. Well, in these times, it's gonna increase too, and you're gonna see these demons, like physically see them. And they're gonna scare the shit out of you people, man. It says in the going back to the bottom, and appease the wrath of him that made them, right? Talking about the Most High. So you see, they were created for a specific reason, and what they do, how it says, appeases the wrath of him that made him, makes the Most High happy. All right, very happy. All right. So these demons, or these evil spirits that were it says by sending evil angels, evil angels among them, those evil spirits that you see, they were created for that purpose. Those evil angels were created for these times, man. And in these times it's gonna be the same and much worse, man. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence, you see? And this is the Most High that made all these things to take place, man. All right? And you people, you Christians, all right? Wacky-tacky Christians don't understand the God of the Bible, all right? The God of the Bible is not about peace and love, and, he's not a hippie, man, all right? He's a man of war, like it says in Exodus. And he's going to display his wrath in these times. He's showing it in these moments, in the time in which we're in. We're seeing, the prophecies, fulfilling. That Charagma is right around the corner, man. It's already slapping people right in the face, man. But you people are so dead to the idea of the God of the Bible, displaying his power. You have forgotten to the point that you can't see whatsoever what is taking place. And like I said, even though it's being told to you, Just goes to show you that the Most High don't want you. Just like in ancient Egypt, you were seeing all those things and you were taking fear or taking heed to what was being told to you, and you were moving with action. Well, in these days, the Most High has it where you ain't going to see nothing. You're going to have your eyes closed, but you're going to be a part of all the anguish that the Most High is going to bring, man. And smote all the firstborn in Egypt, the chief of their strength in the tabernacle of Ham, but made his own people to go forth like sheep, and guided them in the wilderness like a flock. And he led them on safely, so that they feared not, but the sea overwhelmed their enemies, right? You see, so great protection, came to Israel via our power, Yahweh and his son Yahushua. And these times, the only ones that are going to take part of this are those that believe, all right? The rest of you are going to take part of all these, pestilence and all these, the hells and, the lack of water, the lack of food. You're going to be starved to death, You're going to be attacked by wild beasts. These spirits that are created for vengeance are going to be appeasing the wrath of him that made them. You see, all these things are going to befall you Israelites, man. All you other nations, but there's a warning, to you Israelites. Because this took place to all, the land of Egypt, and this was to us. This was a deliverance that was taking place, all right? This was the Most High destroying, weakening Egypt before he delivered you, all right? But in these times, that mercy is not going to be shown to all of Israel. That mercy is only going to be shown to a select few, Salaki, a select few. This is, I'll probably end it with this. This is Jeremiah 16, verse verse 14. It says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, say Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt," right? Which we just read what took place. You see, and his name was announced throughout the whole world because of the sheer power that was displayed during that time. All right. But it's how it said, no more. All right. Shall it be said that that Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But this is what's going to be now announced. The new song or the new saying. Okay. This is what's going to be announced. It says, but Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel. You see, this is what's going to bring fear to the other nations. The way the Most High destroys this place, because that's what it's going into from the land of the north. Okay, talking about over here, and from all the lands, whether he had driven them, right? Because the Most High, unlike ancient Egypt, Israel was all around there, and in these times we're scattered. For the most part, you have a lot of Israelites here in Babylon, the north, all right, but but at the same time, there's a lot of Israelites scattered throughout the four corners of the world. These are a part of the curses, but the Most High is showing mercy unto them as well. How it says, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Right, man. So you see, this is going to be to the select few Israelites that obtain this mercy. Okay, not all of Israel is going to receive this mercy, man. This is going into a great deliverance. But before all that, death, how it says, Jacob's trouble. All right. And the times in which we're coming into, nothing is to be compared, man. All right. So even though we read a great deliverance in a horrific, manner, a beautiful thing, that took place, the Most High displayed his power. What's coming to this time, and this time isn't going to be, it's going to be a lot worse. All right. Not to be compared to any other time, man. And when the Most High displayed his wrath. So with that, that's all I had. Abrataza, Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing. This lesson was edifying. With that one, once again, give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you brothers that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, and patiently waiting for our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, who is to come. Shalom.